It's a good point. Someone said having Netanyahu on is like having modern day Hitler.
No, I saw that.
Which is, honestly, guys, I'll be honest. I'm here to... It's a good point. We're here to learn, to be honest, guys.
These national embarrassments are the NELK Boys, a pro-Trump podcast.
What's your go-to at McDonald's?
No, I'll tell you, Burger King. We did the double,
Whopper?
The double.
I haven't ripped Burger King in a long time.
Burger King kind of sucks.
Yeah.
No, you're wrong.
The BK Lounge can hit.
I disagree completely.
You like Burger King over McDonald's?
That's your worst take, I think.
Absolutely.
That's a crazy take.
No, that was fine. I mean, I like Burger King. The answer is yes.
I reiterate, an absolute embarrassment.
All right, so you guys interviewed the Adolf Hitler incarnate, Benjamin Netanyahu, and now everybody's yelling at you guys.
With the Full Sun podcast, hate it or love it, right or wrong, if we ever get the opportunity to have a controversial guest on, we're never going to turn it down. We're not the best journalists, never claimed to be, so we might not be the best at pressing them. But in my opinion, it's up to the viewer to form their own educated opinion.
My question is, do you feel like there is a culpability that you have?
We did ask him, what is your response to when people say you're starving children in Gaza? Do you think October 7th could have been prevented? Are you trying to implement regime change in Iran? Like, Americans don't want another war with regime change. So we definitely did ask him some questions that I think people wanted to know.
Okay, what did he say? I mean, of course, he said...
For starving children in Gaza, he said that they bring the food in and Hamas steals it and then sells it.
That's a lie. No human rights organization that works on the ground, from the UN to the World Food Program, has ever agreed to the Israeli position that this is all Hamas stealing aid or whatever. As a matter of fact, they've openly said that that is not the case at all. It's just a way for Israel to continue justifying its starvation policies against the entire civilian population of Gaza.
What fascinates me is NELK, built up as a prank, pro-UFC, pro-Dana White YouTube channel, do not understand the consequences for their actions. Thus, Haas cooked.
So what's your overall opinion of us? Like Kyle just stated, that we're having a world leader on. That's what we're more focused on.
I think it was dumb. I'll be honest, because it's not.
But you would do the same thing, Hassan, if you had the opportunity. 100%.
No, I mean, there's a difference though. I'm well equipped to have a conversation with Benjamin Netanyahu, because when he says something like that, I can turn around and be like, well, the World Food Program has said that, there is no evidence to suggest that Hamas is stealing aid. Whereas you don't have that follow up in that situation. And Benjamin Netanyahu knows that, and his team knows that, which is precisely why he went on the NELK Boys podcast and he didn't go on, my stream or something. And I don't even know if I would honestly have a conversation with him if given the opportunity.
And Haas is exactly right. They went on because it's a cakewalk, and they know it's a cakewalk.
Okay, so my point is, would you be neutral with Bin Laden in the same way that you're like a neutral podcast?
I think we would do our best to ask him tough questions.
Okay. All right.
I think
what
there's
about
a sense
ISIS?
of understanding too, right? Well,
what about Adolf Hitler?
I think we'd always kind of play the neutral role.
You would play a neutral role interviewing Adolf Hitler.
We're just not the best at grilling guests and pushing back on them, to be honest. Like I said, we're not claiming to be good journalists. I'll be honest, we're not the most, I've never claimed to be super educated on this.
Hassan, you haven't even watched the podcast.
I haven't. I haven't had time. I don't know what kind of questions you guys ask, but I assume.
Wait, listen, the first few minutes is us sitting there like, yo, we are not qualified to do this. This is insane. We acknowledge the fact that, yeah, you're right. We're not the best journalists. We're not the most fit to do this. But the fact that we had an opportunity to interview a world leader, two guys like us, we're going to jump on that just as I know you would. So
yeah, but the difference is the difference is, like, if there was a situation where I felt like I was ill-equipped for the task, I would just not do it.
I don't know enough about this conflict, to be honest. I only see what I read online, and I hear his point of view, then I hear your point of view. I really have no idea what's going on.
Let's pause here. Then one of the best and one of my favorite comedians out there joined the stream. And when he learned who the NELK Boys interviewed, this was his immediate reaction.
What? Guys, in the middle of a war?
It was a genocide.
Adam, it's a war leader. We have to do it.
60,000 people, lowest estimates, are dead right now.
We understand. We have empathy with everyone who's been affected by the war in general, but we are going to have a pro-Palestinian on next week. That's what we do here. We do not.
He's charged as a war criminal by the ICC. It's like, you could have Slobodan Milosevic on?
We would have a lot of people
Would
on.
have anyone on.
Kyle, you're doing crisis PR right now, and I can tell this is really stressful because everyone's mad at you. But please,
It's not,
you guys
bro.
just do pranks. Do pranks. People like to see you guys partying. Why you guys keep
We'll still party, bro.
In the middle, you know, people can't leave, Gaza.
Adam, we're still
Adam, we were in Central Pay for a few days after this.
Half the people that live there are children.
We agree
75% of
with
people that
you.
have died are women and children. Why are you wading into that? People like you
Huh?
guys because they like to party. You hit zaps. You do happy dads. You guys are chill. I like to see Steve will do a chug. Just do it. Why are you touching that? It is a
Adam.
brutal blood. It is blood.
See,
It is
that's,
violent.
Adam, that's the problem.
Why
That's
are
the
you
problem.
guys
I'm gonna tell you something.
Boys, let's zoom out. There's a problem with today, with our society. Like even the fact that you're talking to Sneeko and Myron from Fresh and Fit, like that's not like these are content creators. These aren't historians.
Yes.
These are people that like these are the fact that like the experts on it's politics and it's war and it's violence. There are people that study this. Right? It's just not everything's content, guys.
They're using you guys to look good.
Hassan, bro. Why does anybody, Hassan? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Hassan,
Yeah.
anyone goes on a podcast to promote whatever they're doing. We're
Yeah,
aware of
but
that.
they're not. But Benjamin Netanyahu's not promoting a book, dog. He's promoting a genocide.
Bro,
That's
we
the
have
point.
fucking-
That was a bar, and Adam knows it. I mean, look at his face. So let me be clear, all right? And I said this in a TikTok. Follow my TikTok, Strom. And my point remains true and pure. And it is that Benjamin Netanyahu is a professional propagandist. He has been doing this for so long. You think he has no idea who these dudes are about? You think he has no idea? Really? When they say, guys, he got played, what they are saying, the NELK Boys, is that they don't care. They called themselves dumb. They don't care that they got played. Does it pay? Are we going to be talked about? Is any press good press? Are we getting roasted in our comments? Yeah, but how many comments are there? That is their mindset towards all of this. That's it. And they're saying, oh, well, you know, we're interviewing Netanyahu and we're going to interview a pro-Palestinian voice next week. Why are you doing this, man? Sadly, everyone's going to talk about it. And that is why they're winning. Even if they are shamed and tarred and feathered virtually in the comments and through other publications as well. I saw Breaking Points had a video on it. I haven't watched it yet. I've seen many others react to this as well. They are, like the Jubilee videos, normalizing G-side. They are normalizing this rhetoric. They are normalizing this behavior. Benjamin Netanyahu, his whole point of doing this was, number one, that he could completely trounce them with any answer because he is a well-trained propagandist. And history has shown that he doesn't believe that Palestinian people should exist. He wants them eradicated. But like the Southern strategy in the United States, you can't say that directly. So you gotta find different ways to dance around it. And he does. Or he just blatantly lies. Like Haas talked about with the food trucks, it's a lie. And when Steiny says, yeah, but are you presenting both sides? Both sides. You presented one side. You presented the oppressor's side. You gave your voice and your platform to an entire religious fanatical ideology to then say, yeah, but we asked some tough questions. No, you didn't. You didn't ask tough questions, and you're not a journalist. Stop saying you're a journalist. You may have to use that title in order to get away with a few things, but they're not journalists. They're podcasters. Journalists are Ken Klippenstein, Ryan Grimm, Taylor Lorenz. Follow the real journalists. They're not journalists. Pat McAfee says he's a journalist. Not a journalist. This isn't journalism. This is slop tuber stuff. Not even platforming, but being so willfully unprepared to ask one question, he dispels of it, and you go, oh, With no pushback, no follow-ups. It's pathetic. You want to know why we're in this position right now? Because I'll tell you, as someone who studied media, studied journalism, takes this very, very, very seriously, as you have seen from my work for years now. The reason we are in this position is because spineless opportunists will be given not only an audience, but they will be given huge sums of ad revenue through different distributions in order to make a name for themselves. They will become very affluent. They will become celebrities. They will get into parties that they could never dream of getting into. They will get free stuff, even gifts from Dana White, more in a bag to Kyle Forgeard on his birthday than he will pay championship fighters. True story, we covered it. And then what you also have is politicians or people who are in the elite sections of society say, oh my God, all I have to do is go on here and just F around and BS and laugh, which is fine. That's fine to do sometimes. I want to be very, very clear about it. You got to have fun in this life, considering everything's burning and there's a G-side. That's fine to do, but if you're a politician, if you're a presidential candidate, and you see these people have a humongous audience and they are not going to question you whatsoever, and when you answer a question, they're just going to fawn over you, oh my God, biggest win in the world. That's how we got here. Because mass media has been overtaken and infiltrated by folks like this who don't care to even try. They don't try. They're in it for the bag, to make a name for themselves. It's gross. I also saw a video of Steiny where someone asked him, hey, what do you think about people who are pro-Palestine? Are you pro-Palestine? He ran away. He ran. I swear, we'll link it in the description box. He ran. And then according to the uploader, he tried to get him to delete the video. So we know where he stands. And we know where some others stand. So overall, pathetic. Utterly pathetic.